Hi students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to new session. Today, in the last classes, we discussed about so many things like programming construct, control structures, cursors, stored procedure, parameter passing mechanisms, etc. Now we discuss about the another more important concept in MySQL, which is function. What is a function? What are the difference between function and procedure? A function is always returns a value. It's just like a similar SQL procedures. The function parameters are equivalent to the stored procedure parameters in, out, and the only difference, the function should return a value back to the called procedure. I already said a function must return a value back to the caller. A function can return only one value to the calling PLSQL stored procedure. By defining multiple parameters to return, we use out parameter in the procedure, or multiple values can be passed to the caller. We use out parameters. The out variable being global by nature, its value is accessible by any of the PLSQL procedures. Here I demonstrate the syntax of stored function. Create function name, parameter value, return data type, and the block structure. Block structure contains three-part declaration statement and the exception handling section as in the same as stored procedures. Here first we specify the name of a stored function after create function clause. Second, you list the parameters of stored function inside the parenthesis. By default, as I already said that by default the parameter values are in parameter. You cannot specify in, out or in out modifiers to the parameters. All the parameters are treated as in parameters. You must specify the type of the return value in the function. For the input parameters, if the stored function returns the same result, it is considered deterministic. Otherwise, the stored function is not deterministic. If you write the code in the body of the stored procedure or stored function, inside the body section you have to specify at least one return statement. The return statement returns a value to the caller. Whenever the return statement is reached, the stored function returns, the stored function's execution is terminated at that moment. Here, consider an example. MySQL stored function. Here I create a stored function add one having two variables a and b. These are int data type and by default it's assigned and a int type parameters, and return value must be int. This function I just add two numbers and return that number to PLSQL block or any SQL statement. Here I return C. C is the sum of two variables a and b, where a and b are the parameters passed or parameters in add1 function. To call the function or to run the function, I use select statement. No need to call that function. I just select add1 10, 20. Here 10 plus 20, 30 will print on the screen. The function always return a value. The function should return a value. Therefore, there is no need to call that function. We just select that function. Okay. Thank you students for watching this video.